playing my little usual. I was playing Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, right? So I'm playing Modern Warfare 2, right? Okay. And there's this woman on there, right? There's this woman on here, and she says, and she randomly says, I'm not going to go see the Little Mermaid because there's an Nigger mermaid on there. She said, why the heck would I want to go see a movie where there's an Nigger mermaid on there when the original mermaid was Caucasian? So I'm like, are you serious? Then don't go see it. Simple as that. Don't go see it. That's it. Don't go see the movie if you don't want an Nigger person mermaid on there. Don't go see it. She's like, don't worry, I'm not, because all black people are criminals. And then she had the nerve to say, how many times have you been arrested? Honey, boo boo, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something. 36 years old. 36 years old. I have a degree in criminal justice. And I am back in school getting my master's for information technology. In case you don't know what IT, because it's technically IT, but in case you don't know what IT stands for, information technology, computer programming and development. I'm getting my bachelor's, and then I'm going to get my master's. And she's like, again, how many times have you been in jail? Because all black people are criminals. I've never been to jail. I've been in a holding cell when my dad died. I've been in a holding cell when my dad died. My dad, well, no. Let's rewind. Okay, so let me tell you about that. Y'all know I used to have my dream car. I used to have a Beetlebug convertible, a Volkswagen Beetlebug convertible. Okay. So my dad's been sick. He was losing weight drastically. He was aggravated, irritated. Taken to the doctor. Your dad has stage 4 cancer, and it's spread all over his body. I can't see because my glasses ain't on. Hey, Sakina. Hey, Debbie. So wait till y'all hear this shit. So let me tell you something. So guys, when I got my car, about 3 weeks after I got my dream car, we were told by the doctors my dad has cancer, stage 4 cancer, and it spread all over. It spread to his lungs. It spread to his prostate. It spread all over. This was 2019. I got my car like maybe March of that year. Well, it might have been March before that. So, I'm a daddy's girl. I was a daddy's girl. I went everywhere with my dad. Like, I'm not even kidding. I went everywhere with my dad since I was a little girl because my dad used to be a cash register man. He used to go to different bars, fix cash registers, program cash registers, and I was always there without him. I was always there with him, and I would go to the bar when I was like little, and he would be there. He'd be like, "Okay, go ahead, sit down. What do you want to drink?" I would get Shirley Temples. Now y'all know Shirley Temples don't have no alcohol in it, but them Shirley Temples hit. Them Shirley Temples were like grenadine and Sprite and cherries or whatever the case may be. Then I would always get a Coke, and every time my dad would fix the register, we'd go to McDonald's after that. So, little, I was daddy's girl. I was daddy's princess. I'm not even gonna lie. I was daddy's princess. I went everywhere with him. Dad, where are you going? To the store. I want to go with you. Why? Because I want to. Dad, where are you going? To the bathroom. Oh, well, are you gonna be long? Dad, where are you going? To fix a cash register. Can I go with you? Yeah, go ahead. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Since I was little. So I used to go with him everywhere. So then, like I said, 2019. Well, 2019, he was diagnosed with cancer, spread all over his body, and I was distraught. I was upset. I was sad. I was. I lost it because I was a daddy's girl. I freaking lost it. Like, y'all don't know. I lost it. I was crying. I was depressed. I was ready to just end everything. And I had my Volkswagen Beetle convertible. So when they told me that, what I did was, because this lady says, how many times have you been to jail? Because black people are all criminals. So what I did was, when I found out that my dad was gonna die. They said there's not much we can do because it's already stage 4 and it already spread all over his body. It's no saving him. He tried chemo, didn't work. It just made him sicker. There was literally no point. So when they told me that your dad don't have that much time on this earth, I lost it. I don't know what was going on through my mind. Nothing. So what I did was I got in my Volkswagen Beetle convertible, took my cat, and drove. I just drove. I was drunk already because I was trying to numb the pain. People do numb the pain. It's not the best idea. I don't recommend that. But I was numbing the pain. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. So I was trying to numb the pain. So what I did was I got in my car, grabbed my cat, and just drove because I was so drunk, depressed. I was distraught. And somehow I was going the wrong way up the freeway. I guess I was going up the exit ramp. I don't remember that shit because I was just out of it. Never been in jail. I was going up the exit ramp. And I totally crashed my car. Completely crashed my car. My car was so messed up. The way my car looked, by the grace of God, me and Butterball should not be here right now because my car was tore up and I came out with not a single scratch. And I don't recommend drinking and driving. That was the biggest mistake of my life because I got my license suspended for a year and I ruined my dream car. Don't do that shit. I was out of it. I was distraught because, like I said, my dad was my best friend, and I just got told by doctors that he's not gonna live much longer. I got drunk and drove. I don't know where the hell I was going. Went up the wrong way on the freeway, crashed into the guardrail. My car was totaled. Went to a holding cell, not jail. Went to a holding cell. So the girl who said all black people are criminals, honey, and how many times you been in jail, honey? No, I was in a holding cell. My cat was with me. And you never gonna hear that. You never gonna hear that. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one in the whole entire world who's had their cat in a holding cell with them. Yeah, he would be very proud of me. Yeah, because I'm doing good. I'm in school again. I'm about to graduate. I'm about to get my master's, like for real. So I was just mind blown why she said that. How many times have you been to jail? Bro, I was in a holding cell for 3 hours. But this is how my cat got with me. So, I'm drunk, I'm blacked out, I crashed my car, I totaled it. Not a single scratch on me. The cops come. I'm gonna have to conduct a sobriety test for you. I'm like, okay, fine. Touch your nose. I'm like, I was touching I was touching everywhere but my nose. He had me walk in a straight line. I was stumbling all over the place. I completely was. And then he said, "Well, you failed, so you're under arrest," and blah 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 blah. But the ambulance were there, and the ambulance was like, "Well, can you come in here so we can check you out?" And I'm like, "Can my cat come?" They're like, "No," and I'm like, "Well, then I'm not doing shit." Well, can you at least go to the hospital? So I said to the ambulance guy, "Can my cat come?" They're like, "No, he can't." And I'm like, "Well, then I'm not doing shit until my cat comes with me." I'm not doing anything with my cat. Where's my cat? Where's my cat? Where's Butterball? Butterball is my angel. Like, literally, Butterball is my guardian angel because he was in that car with me. I had a cat seatbelt, like a little cat seatbelt, cat car seat. He was with me. We didn't have a single scratch on us. But they're trying to do all this stuff, and I'm like, "Can my cat come?" No, 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 no. And I'm like, "Well, I'm not cooperating until my cat come. The police reads me my rights." And they're like, "Well, at least get into the police car." "Can my cat come?" No. And I'm like, "Well, then I'm not getting to the police car." So I failed the sobriety test, and they read my rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you can and say can be held against you, and blah blah blah. And they're like, "Well, we're gonna have to take you to Bracknell." And I'm like, "What? We're gonna take you to Bracknell jail?" I'm like, "Well, can my cat come with me?" He's like, "Give me a second." So the cop radioed somebody, a chief of police or whatever at Bracknell Police Department, and they said, "Yeah, just bring your cat with you." And he said, "Yeah, your cat can come with you. Now, will you get checked out?" I'm like, "Yes." So they said, "Somebody get this girl her cat. Somebody get this girl her freaking cat." They got my cat out the passenger seat. They unhooked his seatbelt. Like, they unhooked his seatbelt, and they gave him to me. And I'm like, "Thank you." So I'm holding my cat. I'm in the ambulance or whatever. They're checking me out or whatever. Okay, you have no injuries, blah, 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 blah. And then after that, that's when they read me my rights. So me and my cat's in the back of the police car. Like, ain't this crazy? Me and Butterball are in the back of the police car. And like, well, we're gonna take you to Bretnall jail. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't care. And I'm like, is it because I failed the sobriety test? They're like, yeah, but you're being very cooperative. And I'm like, yeah, because my cat's with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? My cat's with me. So I get to Bretnall jail. Me and my cat's in a holding cell. This was in 2019, so don't judge me. Me and my cat's in a holding cell. First, they took my mug shot, and they took Butterball's mug shot. Yeah, they took Butterball's mugshot and mine. Like, they said, well, can you hold your cat? Because we got to take a picture of him too. And I'm like, why? Because he was in the car with you. He was a passenger. And I'm like, okay. They took his shot. They took my shot. I'm like, wait, is this going to be on mugshots.com? I was gone. They're like, no, it's not. I'm like, are you sure? No, it's not. So they locked me and my cat up in a holding cell because I know if you guys seen on TV, we're like, there's the police department, there's this little area in the police area, there's a desk, and there's the holding cell. That's it. I wasn't in jail. I was in a holding cell in a room because the police officer desk was right there. It was not a place where you see multiple inmates. It was just me and Butterball in this room, holding cell with a toilet and a sink, and the chief of police or whoever the hell was sitting at that desk, and they're like, we don't take people to jail in Bretnall. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. So, long story short, they let my cat in there with me, right? They let my cat in there with me, and they're like, what's going on? Why'd you do that? I'm like, well, we just got the news that my dad was dying. We just got the news that my dad's not gonna live much longer. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. So I got mad. I got upset. Biggest mistake of my life. Got upset. Got into my dream car. Drove up the exit ramp on the freeway. Crashed into a guardrail with my cat. Not a single freaking scratch. Yeah, I know, but like my cat was petrified. Like, but we didn't get a single scratch on us. Like, not at all. We left that car with not a single scratch, not a bumper or whatever. They said this is a miracle, and I'm like, my cat is my guardian angel. For even my mom said that cat is your angel. That cat has to be your angel because the way my car looked at the time, I should have been unalived. Like, my car was total. Like, it is very rare that someone survives that. Going up the exit ramp on a freeway and your car looks like that. Like, my car was gone. There is no way that anybody could literally survive that. And that's what was like, if my cat wasn't there, probably would have been all bad. But that's when everyone started saying my cat was my guardian angel because we didn't have a single scratch. None of that. Nothing. So my mom, they charged my phone. They said, you're gonna call your mom. I call my mom. Where are you, Cheer? I'm like, yeah, I'm in a holding cell with Butterball. She's like, you're in a holding cell with Butterball, and I'm like, yeah, I'm Bretnall. Here's the police officer, and the police officer's talking to her. How much is your bail? $500. Mom's like, I don't have that much. How much do you have? The police officer said, $250. My mom said, no, the police officer said, how much do you have? My mom's like, $250. And then the police officer was like, okay, that'll work. So, here we go. So I'm sitting in that holding cell. I had to use the bathroom. He would have called, whoa, you're supposed to tell us when you have to use the bathroom. I'm like, I don't know. My ass was like, you got some coffee? They're like, no. I'm like, you got a cigarette? No. I'm like, you got some beer? You don't need no more beer. You got some cat food? They're like, no, we don't have any cat food because we don't often see cats, or we never see cats in a holding cell with their owners. And I'm like, oh, so I'm the first one. They're like, yeah, you're the first one. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I just passed out and went to sleep. And then the cop came back and knocked on the thing. Tierra, you good? You alive? And I'm like, I'm sleeping. He's like, how the hell did you just fall asleep in less than 5 minutes? I'm like, I don't know. So my mom comes with a 250, right? And my mom goes, and the police officer looked at my mom and said, I like your outfit. My mom's like, all right, thanks. So they let us out, and my mom said, when she came to pay my bill, she was like, the first thing I saw was Butterball, my cat, walking. No, she said she saw me walking out of the jail, the holding cell, and then Butterball was strutting along right behind me. And my mom was like, oh my God. So, had to go to court, right? Had to go to court. The first thing that the judge and the police officer and the lawyer, the first thing my lawyer said was, how's Butterball? Oh, he's fine. The police officer, how's Butterball? Oh, he's fine. The judge, how's Butterball? Oh, he's fine. And that's funny because the first thing they asked me was about my cat. So they said technically I blew way over the limit. Story time, I guess. I blew way over the limit and I should be in jail for 6 days. But they said, but under your circumstances, since your dad is pretty much dying, we're gonna knock this charge out, this charge out, this charge. They knocked all my charges out, and they said the only thing I have to do is get my license suspended for 1 year, and I have to go to this like weekend Alcoholic Anonymous thing. You guys know? I don't know if some of you guys know, like when you get a DUI, like you got to go to a hotel for a weekend or whatever, and you got to stay there all weekend. And that shit was it was all right. Like it was. I had three roommates, and the funny part is like about that. Like there was other people in the hotel room, and they were bad. Like they were calling people, having them bring them White Claws and shit into the hotel room, and I'm like blah 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 blah. But long story short, that's the story of how my cat got locked up with me. So the fact that this woman said, "How many times you been in jail, honey boo boo?" I've never been in jail. I was in a holding cell for like 3 or 4 hours with Butterball, my cat. So I was upset that she said that all black people are criminals and that she said that, like, there is a Nigger mermaid and she's not gonna watch that. But the fact that she said, "How many times you been to jail?" Honey, I was in a holding cell for a couple of hours. I've never been to jail. I've never been to jail, like as in the county. I've never been to a state jail, city jail, none of that. Because I'm usually a good person, and I used to want to be a lawyer when I grew up. I used to want to be a lawyer, but I got bad. I got bored with that. Like recently, so I changed my freaking bugs. Oh my gosh, I hate bugs. So that just kind of irritated me. Like, wouldn't you guys be irritated when someone randomly says all black people are criminals when we're not? Like, I could go there, but I'm not gonna go there. But like, you shouldn't go around saying all black people are criminals and how many times you've been to jail. Honey. I got a degree in criminal justice. I got a high school diploma. I'm in school full time again, about to get another degree in computer programming and development, IT. And like I said, in case this woman doesn't know, information technology, which has to do with programming, information technology, computer programming and development is what I'm in school for. That's the only time I've had any run with the law. That's it. And they gave me a slap on the wrist. Is that how you say it? Slap on the wrist? They gave me a slap on the wrist. They threw away all my charges. They said, "This is your first charge, blah, blah." They suspended my license for 1 year. That's it. And made me go to that weekend Alcoholics Anonymous thing where we like talked about the dangers of alcohol. And there was people that smoke weed on there talk about, yeah, I got pulled over and I was high. I crashed my car and I was high. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's all I had to do. So don't you dare call me a criminal and say how many times have you been to jail when you don't know me at all? You feel me? I was in a holding cell for a couple of hours. I went to a weekend Alcoholics Anonymous. Other than that, you look at my record, it's clean. Besides the DUI that I got. I mean, everyone, well, not everyone, but like most people get a DUI in their lifetime. But I got a slap on the wrist because they're like, "Wow, well, you're a good citizen. You don't have any record." Yeah, because I really don't do anything. I was just upset that they told me that my best friend, my dad, was dying. So I got upset, got in my car like an idiot, and drove and crashed. That's it. You feel me? I need to come on here and vent, but like that ish was crazy. How many times you been in jail? How many times you been in jail, girl? Because I never really been in jail. Like I said, it wasn't jail. It was a holding cell. It was the drunk tank, they call it. Yeah, they call it the drunk tank. It was literally the drunk tank. It was literally me and Butterball in this room with a desk, a water tank, whatever. You know those water tanks where people like, you know those big blue. Oh, my bad. My bad. You know those big blue water tanks? Like you go into an office and you see like this thing and you see like this water tank, you gotta fucking get your cup, like those little cone shaped cups, and you gotta push the lever to get some water. That's all it was in there. It wasn't jail. So I've never ever been to jail. How many times you been in jail? How many times you been locked up? That was a joke. It was a drunk tank. Literally, that was the drunk tank. And that was crazy. Like, so that kind of upset me that she said that because I guarantee she's actually been in real jail. I've never been to real jail. I've never been to prison. I was in a drunk tank. If I was in jail, I would probably still be there because they said my what I blew. They said I blew over the legal limit and I should spend 6 days in jail plus. And I'm like, but I got away with that because they knew my situation. They're like, I'm so sorry that you're going through that. Blah blah blah. We're gonna give you a slap on the wrist. And the fact that my cat was with me, they're just like, this is something new. They're probably just like, I've never ever had anything like this. We've never. No one in the world can literally say that they have their cat with them in the drunk tank. That cat literally saved my life. So before this woman goes on and says how many times you've been in jail and all black people are criminals, look up your record, honey. 'Cause I don't want to go there, but I could. But I mean, there's a lot of things I can say about people like her. Like for example, I'm not even gonna go there because people get mad and start talking mess. But I gave her my YouTube channel. And I said, "Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel because you're ignorant and you're bigoted as heck. Like, why would you think something like that?" Well, every time something happens on the news, it's always a black person. That's not true. Whenever there's something that's happening at a school, whenever somebody goes and busts out fire in a school, it's not a black person. But the fact that she tried to put me out there like that and act like I'm a thug, like all black people are thugs, honey, like, bro, like, are you serious? Honey, I listen to country and pop and rock. I listen to Miranda Lambert, Gretchen Wilson, Brad Paisley, Brad Paisley, yeah, Rascal Flats. You know what I'm saying? Little Big Town. Some of you probably have no idea who those people are, but they're country singers. I listen to Simple Plan, Good Charlotte, Linkin Park, Katy Perry, Pink, Spice Girl. Yeah, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really want to zig zig. Ah, that's the type of music I listen to. So don't go around and saying that like you think all black people are thugs and uneducated when we're not. Because I'm probably more educated than she was. Because she's clearly talking shit on Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, talking mess. But she wouldn't say that to anybody's face. But don't say nothing like that. Like, I can't believe there's an Nigger mermaid on Little Mermaid and all black people are thugs. Because that is not true. Because I am proper as can be. I am educated as can be. Like, seriously. You're not going to see me walking off the house, like, listening to whatever the heck. Bro, really? So, I just needed to come on here and vent really quick because that made me feel some type of way. But that's the story time I was talking about. Like, I've never been to jail. I was in a holding cell for a couple of hours, then drunk take with a freaking cat. They would never let a cat in jail. Never. That's how you know that was just a holding cell. The drunk tank. I wouldn't be able to take Butterball with me if I was in an actual jail. No. Wouldn't. Me and Butterball was locked up behind the bars in a holding cell. It did have one toilet and a sink. One toilet and a sink. That was. And then they gave me some hospital type thingy or whatever. I did use the bathroom in a police car. Sorry about that. Like if you're watching this, but so don't say that because not all black people are criminals. Not all black people are bad. Not all black people do bad things. People like that are just ignorant and biased as heck. Like, they need to do more research. Like, if you look up the percentage of people in jail, you're going to see a lower number for African American people and a higher number for the other people. Like, because, like I said, I did criminal justice for a couple of years. Oh, I wanted to be a lawyer, but I got bored with it because I already have a criminal justice degree from ITT Tech, and I'm like, I'm learning the same stuff over and over again. But When I was at ITT Tech, we learned a lot. So before you go and say that all black people are criminals, you need to do your research. Because actually, in reality, if you do your research, the percentage is higher for Caucasians and Hispanics that are in the jails right now than African American people. I'm just saying. Food for thought. Like, that's crazy. Like, people will say anything. They will say anything to just get under your skin. The fact that this woman on Call of Duty is talking mad stuff, saying all black people are criminals. No, that's not true because there are many, many, many African American women and men that are very successful. They got degrees, they got PhDs, we got doctors, lawyers. So if every single black person is a criminal, they wouldn't be doctors, they wouldn't be lawyers, would they? They wouldn't be psychiatrists or psychologists. They wouldn't. And there are more and more, like in the college I'm at, I'm seeing more and more older African American. I'm seeing more and more African American women and men trying to further their education so they can get their dream job. So not every single African American person is a criminal because we are out here trying to succeed our goals. We're achieving our goals. We're out here doing what's right. So don't judge us because you see a couple bad news stories. For real. Like me. We're out here educated. We're out here trying to get our degrees. There's people out here trying to get their degrees. There's single moms that are African Americans that's out here trying to live their best life, trying to take care of their kids and their house and their food and all that. And they decide to go back to school. So you cannot say all black people are criminals when there are many of us that are educated and that are doing what's best for us and our family. That's never been in jail. That's never had a single charge. That's never had a single charge. That's just trying to, you know, pick up themselves and be what they want to be and do what they want to do and make the world a better place. There's many of us. Like how everyone was upset when we got a first black president. Everyone was upset. See, if all black people were fucking criminals, there would not be a black president. There would, like right now, if all black people were criminals, there wouldn't be a black vice president at all. So we're not all out here criminals because we are out here doing good, and you guys need to realize that. We are out here doing what's best for us, and we're out here trying to achieve our goals and do what's good. We want to make this world a better place. We need to get the word out there because so many people are probably saying stuff like all black people are criminals because they were raised around that stuff. They were raised around that stuff, and they are raised and grown saying black people are bad, black people are bad, black people are bad, but we're not bad people. We're not. We are all human. We all bleed the same. Everybody commit, like we all bleed the same. All races commit crimes, not just black people. All people commit crimes. White, black, Asian, Puerto Rican, Indian, Muslim, we all commit crimes. So don't you guys ever don't you say that all black people are criminals because that's not true. Like me right now, I'm a manager at a store. Once I graduate from college, I'm leaving that place. No offense to my boss, but I love you and all, but you know, you feel me? We're out here doing good things. My mom has several degrees. One of my sisters who lives in Houston, Texas, she got her PhD. She has her own medical facility. She has her own medical facility. Her own medical facility. She can deliver babies, all that. Her own. She owns a whole ass medical facility, a whole ass hospital. So if all black people are criminals, how are we doing that? How is she doing that? Like, how are we doing these great things? You know what I'm saying? So I just needed to come on here and vent because I'm just tired of people thinking like all black people are criminals and all black people are bad when we're fucking not. We're far from that because we are just like you. We all bleed red. We were all born the same. Were we not? We were all born the same. We all came out of our mamas, whatever. We're no different. The ones that are committing crimes are probably lost and just need help and don't have a father figure or whatever. So you can't base one incident or several incidents of what an African American male did or a black African American robs a store or whatever. You can't base just a couple of people for all. You can't speak for all black people because we are doing the best we can. We are great. Because if we were all criminals, we wouldn't be doing great like we are. We wouldn't be in college. We wouldn't be getting degrees. We wouldn't be owning medicals, and we wouldn't even be owning black businesses because there's more and more black businesses popping up. They're expensive, but there's more and more black businesses popping up. You feel me? We're doing great. So don't you ever say that we're all criminals, because if we are, this world would come to shit, and we would not be doing the great things that we are. We wouldn't be in college. We wouldn't be in school. We wouldn't be getting degrees. We wouldn't be owning our own businesses. We wouldn't be. My store manager is black. We wouldn't be. We wouldn't be. A store manager. Like, you feel me? So, whoever that was that said that, if you happen to view this video, don't ever say shit like that, because not all of us are criminals. Let's be real. For real. Because we're doing great things. We're doing the best we can, and we are trying to make the world a better place. Don't be scared of everyone because you got one bad seed. We're not going anywhere. I'm just saying, we are not going anywhere. With that being said, I'm getting off here. And thank you guys for watching, but I'm just saying, watch what you say, because not all black people are criminals, because we're doing great. We're doing good. I'm doing great. I'm doing good. I'm in college. I'm in school. Took me a while because I dropped out a couple times, but I'm in school. I'm about to get my degree in less than a year. Then I'm going to go get my upper degree at my dream school, Case Western Reserve University. You got to have a 3.6 to get in that school. I got a 3.5, so I need one more because I got to be in one of my classes, but it's okay. So what I said, like I said before, don't mind the noise, but like I said before, don't judge all black people when you don't know all black people. You can't judge us when you don't know all of us. You can't say we're all criminals when we're freaking not. Because we're out here doing great things. We're out here getting our education. We're trying to do the best we can. There's the ones that's trying to do the best they can for their kids. All that. Trying to get their life together. So don't say that shit. Don't. Anyway, with that being said, I'm about to get out of here because I gotta go study, because I'm taking summer classes. If I was a criminal, I wouldn't be taking summer classes. I'm taking summer classes that start June 12th. College bond. You feel me? And I got less than a year before I graduate with my degree. Then I'm gonna get my upper degree. Then I'm gonna get my master's degree. Then I'm gonna start my own computer business. So be careful what you say. Don't judge. Don't judge everyone because of one bad incident you had, because that's not right. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and one more thing. And then there's the ones that say, "Oh, all black women don't know who the baby father is." I know who my baby father is. I know who my father is. He passed away several years ago. There's many of us who actually do know who their baby father is, and you can't blame that on all black people, because there's some women that are out here sleeping with whoever, whenever, to make themselves feel better. So watch what you say and stop judging us, because we're not bad people. We're not. So if you're watching this, the person that says all black people are criminals, do your research, because we're not. Let's be real. We're out here doing great things. We're out here trying to make a difference in the world. We're out here trying to get the same rights as everyone else, because we really don't. We really don't, because everyone looks down on us. When one African American or black person does something bad, they look at all of us as bad people. Never robbed anyone. None of that shit. With that being said, think before you go judging everyone, and look at yourself. Anyway, everyone, have a good day. Love you, Debbie. Love you, Sakina. Love you, Nicole. And I'm out. Thanks for watching.